Now call the September 7th, 2016 Blue Springs City Council meeting to order. If you would stand with me, observe a moment of silence, and then I will lead you in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I want to welcome you in attendance as well as those that might watch or that are watching tonight on cable TV 7. Next, we have the consent agenda. Are there items that need to be pulled? If not, I accept the motion for approval.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
A roll call, please.
Councilman Quibell?
Aye.
Councilman Levesey?
Aye.
Councilman Fowler?
Aye.
Councilman Carter?
Aye.
Mayor Ross?
Aye.
Carried unanimously.
Next, we have the public hearing on the fiscal year 2016-2017 budget.
Mayor, the city has the following exhibit to enter into the record: City Council information form with attachments, budget in brief, affidavit of publication of notice of public hearing in the Examiner on August 19, 2016, and bill number 4436. This is all we have to offer for the record.
Thank you. I will go to the city administrator, Mr. Johnson.
Your Honor, thank you. Tonight's presentation of the budget includes $65.9 million. That's all of our funds combined. The budget was submitted in accordance with the charter requirement to the City Council on August the 1st, and the Council held a work session to discuss the budget on August the 10th. The budget also includes the Capital Improvement Program, which was adopted by the City Council on June 6, 2016. This budget continues to support all the programs, services, and priorities that the City Council has established. Historically, there are no programs or services that are being eliminated in this proposed budget, and this budget does support full-time equivalent positions of 322. We will be happy to stand for any questions that might exist tonight, Your Honor. Otherwise, this budget is consistent with what we discussed on August the 10th.
Are there any comments or questions from the council? If not, I might add that the city of Blue Springs and most municipalities, unlike the federal government, we operate on a balanced budget.
That's correct.
We don't have a money printing machine that will cause us to deficit spend. That being said, we'll go to the public. Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in support of the budget? In support of? In opposition to? Opposition to? We'll close this public hearing. Next, I would entertain a motion to, I will entertain an introduction for the approval of the budget.
I'll introduce it, Your Honor.
Okay.
First reading of bill number 4436, an ordinance appropriating from the revenue of the city of Blue Springs, Missouri, expenditures in accordance with the 2016-17 annual budget of the city of Blue Springs, Missouri.
Move to approve the bill on the first reading and proceed to the second.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Second reading of bill number 4436, an ordinance appropriating from the revenue of the city of Blue Springs, Missouri, expenditures in accordance with the 2016-17 annual budget of the city of Blue Springs, Missouri.
Move the bill be approved on its second reading and assign the appropriate ordinance number.
Is there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Levesey?
Aye.
Councilman Fowler?
Aye.
Councilman Carter?
Aye.
Councilman Quibell?
Aye.
Mayor Ross?
Aye.
Carried unanimously, given ordinance number 4609.
Item 6 and 7, we will not address this evening because this application has been amended and a new public hearing will be advertised and heard on October 3rd. And that's for items 6 and 7. Next, we'll move to item 8, introduction of reading of Bill 4437, approving final plat for Country Club Shopping Center. Anyone like to introduce?
I'll introduce it, Your Honor.
Okay.
First reading of bill number 4437, an ordinance approving final plat for Country Club Shopping Center.
Move the bill be approved on its first reading and proceed with the
Is
second.
there a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
Second reading of bill number 4437, an ordinance approving final plat for Country Club Shopping Center.
Move the bill be approved on its second reading and assign the appropriate ordinance
Is
number.
there a second?
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Fowler?
Aye.
Councilman Carter?
Aye.
Councilman Cobell?
Aye.
Councilman Levesey?
Aye.
Mayor Ross?
Aye.
Carried unanimously, given ordinance number 4610.
That brings to mayoral announcements. I will continue to talk about being sick and tired of all the murders that are taking place, not only in the nation, but in our region, and especially with children being killed. I noticed on the news that there's a 15-year-old boy is being charged for killing another teenager over, I think it's in Kansas City, Kansas. Sickening. But I'm also a little distraught and sick about something that happened here Monday. A 13-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl was killed on I-70 eastbound near Adams Dairy Landing because of a drunk driver, alleged drunk driver. And the parents are in critical condition in a hospital. The nonsense of drinking intoxicated is just like taking a gun and shooting somebody because you're dealing with something much worse. A vehicle that weighs thousands of pounds and you have no control over it. And the innocent people that end up dying, especially with children, a 13 and a 7-year-old boy. And I don't know if this was their only children, but those only two that was with them. And considering their age, those probably were their only 2 children. I can't even imagine what the parents are going through. So those are the announcements. Now thoughts to ponder. Thoughts to ponder tonight comes from a voicemail that I had on my phone yesterday. The gentleman will remain nameless, and I guess it was kind of a confession of sort. He said over the last 50 years, he's had a problem with 80-year-old drivers or their lack of being able to drive well. But in March, he turned 80. And his whole attitude has changed about those terrible 80-year-old drivers. They're not such bad drivers after all. I didn't return his call, I just took his message. But it's really interesting when we have opinions about things or people until the shoe is on your foot. Then we have a tendency to change our attitude about it. That concludes my thoughts to ponder. And next, we have the visitor section. I officially do not have in the visitors' appearance forms, but Councilman Chris Levesey does have a recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Weird to be on this side of the dais this time, but you guys look good, so. I think you.
Does it make you nervous being on that side?
Actually, I'm a little more comfortable over here, to be honest, but no. I appreciate the opportunity. Wanted to recognize one of our citizens here in Blue Springs. Actually, is a District 3 resident, so hopefully Ron will indulge me. But Celinda, if you'll come up here and join me. Celinda Ramsay is on the Jackson County 4-H Foundation board with me, and she received a pretty substantial recognition last month, and really wanted to highlight that and give the opportunity for the city to recognize her. So I have a proclamation here. Her and her husband, Eric, are both graduates of Blue Springs High School. I told them I wouldn't say what year, so let's just say they've been around the city for a good long time. And you might recognize Celinda because she works for Stand Up Blue Springs. So also very involved in the community in that as well. But what Celinda was recognized last month is she was inducted to the 4-H Hall of Fame, the State of Missouri 4-H Hall of Fame, for her work with the 4-H clubs. And I am going to read the whereas clauses this time. I know that's not a usual practice for us, but I am going to do it because I want you to be able to hear what she's been involved in. And it says, whereas August 13th, 2016, Celinda Ramsay was inducted into the state of Missouri's 4-H Hall of Fame. And whereas Celinda is a third-generation 4-H member and has brought her 4 children into the 4-H program. And whereas Celinda has continued to maintain active leadership role in the Blue Springs Classy Clovers Club, it's an exciting club, since 1993. And whereas Celinda and her club have won funding and scholarships for a youth trip, take her and her club as far as South Korea. And whereas Celinda continues to be a mentor to Blue Springs youth in the 4-H program and believes that 4-H is the most effective youth development program available. Now therefore, Mr. Mayor and the City of Blue Springs City Council do hereby proclaim today, Wednesday, September 7th, as Celinda Ramsay Day. So if you'll help me recognize her, thank you very much.
Congratulations, Celinda. Honor well deserved. Would you like to make any comments?
No comments, but
Oh, okay.
I have 4-H one-on-one cards for all of you.
She wouldn't be doing it right if she didn't proselytize while she was here. So,
They'll take that honor back from you if you don't do that.
These are our new cards that we're passing out to everybody. Just to let you know about 4-H and get involved.
thank you,
All
sir.
right, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. All right, nothing else to come before the council. I accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye. All the
Aye.
same sign. We adjourn.